Hey guys, Coach Cam here from Infinite Fitness. Today I want to be running you guys through a common lifting position, the squat, and how we like it done here at Infinite Fitness. Okay? So, I'll show you from a couple different angles. Same thing with our hinge. If you watched the previous video, alright, I want to have a shoulder width stance, toes are straight, and the reason for that is my hinge is part of my squat, right? The squat is a dual joint movement, dual hinge movement, so we're not only getting back in the hips, but we're getting down into the knees. All right, so we want to be able to use both. So if we don't know the hinge, all right, we should go back, we should practice that, and then we should go ahead and engage in that squat. So feet shoulder width apart, toes are straight. As I do that, now I'm ready to get into the squat. My first step again now is to go into a hinge, which we should have mastered by now. Once I get as deep as I can into my glutes, into my hamstrings, you know, I can pretend, let's say this is maybe a goblet squat. Hands are in front of my body. I'm going to bend my knees over my toes, sit as deeply as I can into this squat while keeping my chest up. All right, so if you see them round off, just remind them, hey, chest up, chest up. If that's a problem, right? Or you see maybe they're going knee dominant and the ankles are coming up, or the heels are coming up, just only let them go as low as they can without breaking that form. All right, the mobility will come as you work through those weeks. So only let them go as low as they can, again, without breaking form. So even if that's here, that's okay for the time being. They'll increase that mobility over time and be able to get lower and lower and lower. If the heels are coming up off the ground, again, make sure they're engaging those hips, right? So the hinge first. Again, a lot of times you'll see a knee dominant person, right, have those problems, especially people with tight ankles. So make sure they're getting back into the hips, sitting into the heels is what I like to say. So just sit into your heels. All right. A lot of the times that'll remind them to sit back first, then squat. Knees over the toes. If they are coming up or going down at any point and they become knock-kneed, all right, tell them, remind them, hey, screw your feet into the ground, drive your knees out over your toes. I want them in the same position, right, over the toe, on the way up and down. All right. A lot of the times, guys, those are the things we're going to see. All right, so again, our squat looks like this. Shoulder width stance, toes are straight, hinge the hips back, and get right into that squat, driving the knees over the toes. All right, about 90 degrees or less, right, if we don't have the mobility. Chest is up, drive through the feet, raise and squeeze the glutes. All right, so that, guys, right there is how we like to perform our squat.